New York Knickerbockers could be interested in trading for Russell Westbrook if he becomes available from the Rockets. I think this is an absolutely, positively terrible trash idea. What do you think of the idea of the Knicks trading for Russell Westbrook?
Whoa. You think what is a trash idea?
Trading for Russell Westbrook as the Knicks. The Knicks do not need to trade future assets for a superstar. The Knicks need to rebuild like every other franchise in the NBA needs to. What they don't need to do is leverage their future to become a 7th seed in the East and lose in the first round with Russell Westbrook. They do not need to do that. People will be going to MSG regardless. Please take advice of every single team in the NBA. Do not trade for a superstar if you are the Knicks. Build and draft and develop players. Do not trade for a superstar. Please, Knicks. Please. Mr. Rose, your thoughts.
Family, let me teach you something. All trades and players in certain scenarios aren't created equal. And if you're a team like the New York Knicks, I want to ask you a straight out question. I like the young core that they have as it relates to being guys that have a chance to play a long time in this league. And depending on how RJ Barrett develops, he has all-star potential. Still need Knox to develop. You need Mitchell Robinson to continue to grow. He can be a live guy that blocks shots. I know what you're talking about. However, Jacoby, you don't have a marquee name. And when you're playing on Broadway, that's what you need. That's what Russell Westbrook is going to give you. If I walked into a room right now and looked at all 15 of those players, I would say, I'd rather have Russell Westbrook than all of these guys.
Of course.
That's your starting over point. That's your opportunity to. And people are going to pay to come and watch him perform. I don't use this term a lot, Jacoby. In today's game, Russell Westbrook is a superstar. Let me say that again for you. He's a superstar. And he's going to be the kind of person that galvanizes the audience at MSG if he was playing for the team. And I know people remembering him playing in the playoffs last year, playing with Harden, playing off Harden. But when you put the ball in his hands in the Eastern Conference, he averaged a triple-double in the West with 20s and 15s and 15s. You put Russ in the East? Dog. If you don't want it, don't waste your time. I looked it up and down, said, I'll take her.
Jaylen, we have some information. We have some information about who could be the coach of the Rockets.
What they want.
We have some indication as to Le'Veon Bell's future. We have a huge matchup between the Browns and Steelers, and we have the future of Anthony Davis's career mapped out. But we start with LeBron James as the world debates who is the GOAT, MJ or LeBron. LeBron took to his Instagram stories and posted this, the fact that he is watching The Last Dance. Jaylen, what message is he trying to send by posting The Last Dance while we all debate who the GOAT is?
See, unfortunately for me, I was actually on that Indiana team in 1998 that Michael Jordan advanced by. I actually made a jump shot in that documentary. I actually did an interview in that documentary. You know what else I did? I did a GOAT comparisons list on this program yesterday. LeBron is a student of the game, Jacoby. And when he told Rachel Nichols to let us do the debate, he knew once he got his 4th championship and his 4th finals MVP that he had a little more work to do. And that's why he's studying the GOAT, Michael, Jeffrey, Air Jordan. Because LeBron knows with the younger AD, they have a chance to get a couple of more. That now closes the gap between him and MJ.
It absolutely does. And LeBron has showed his hand twice. Once off wax when he was teaching children. He said that he's chasing the ghost in Chicago. So he's acknowledging the fact that he is trying to catch up with MJ. And then after he won the championship with Cleveland over the 73-win Warriors, he said on the shop, on wax, on camera, he said that championship made him the greatest of all time. So he can act like he doesn't care about these debates. It's for us to decide. But he knows that he is very much a part of this, and that it is now neck and neck of who the greatest of all time is. But to take to Instagram stories and to show that you're watching The Last Dance. The Last Dance didn't come out in the bubble. The Last Dance has been out before the bubble. To do that sends a message and further stokes the flame. He's not interested in this conversation, but he is fueling this fire. Why do you think he is making us talk about this?
And it's your opinion that he's second in the GOAT race. I still have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Bill Russell ahead of LeBron James. Winning this championship, I had him eclipsing Magic Johnson. He's a student of the game, Jacoby. He's immersed in understanding the legacy of all of these all-time great players. And he knows to get into that pantheon, he has a few more things to accomplish. So I appreciated him being a student of the game, getting back in the lab.
Absolutely. And anyone that has seen The Last Dance knows it's a great way to kill time. Look at Michael Jordan here. Like, you talked about his grace yesterday. Jaylen, what was it like to face off against the GOAT?
See, the one thing about MJ, and I got to make sure, The Last Dance showed his tenacity and his killer instinct and his ability to be clutch when other people shrink under pressure. But you're watching the most elegant and graceful basketball player to ever do it. That's why we're still wearing his shoes 20, 25 years later. That's why his bald head, his trademark tongue wag is iconic. When the last time you seen somebody play with their tongue out, Jacoby? When was the last time you seen that happen?
Never. I've never seen that.
I was standing in front of this dude, and I was like, you know what? I might swat at his tongue. I thought about it for a second. I was like, is that nasty? Is that defense? Or is that just weird? And then I realized he flick out his tongue and he put it back in so fast, it's quicker than his first step. And that dude, dog, every area of the floor, from three, the post, with his back to the basket, steal the ball from you, offside D. Look at his final play as a member of the Chicago Bulls. Stole the ball from Karl Malone, goes coast to coast, isolates, crosses over Byron Russell, makes the game-winning walk-off shot. That's what LeBron is